All right. I was watching some sisters' videos. It's on YouTube. I believe it's under Gifted with Esteem, called Whose Daughters Are You? And I want to really read this in Matthew 22 about the wedding supper and making sure you have on the wedding garment of righteousness, which is those 10 commandments, being in covenant, making sure you're ready for that wedding supper. I'm going to start here in a parable here that Yeshua said in chapter 22, verse 1. And Yeshua answered and spake unto them again by parables, and said, The kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king, which made a marriage for his son, and sent forth his servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding, and they would not come. Again he sent forth other servants, saying, Tell them which are bidden, Behold, I have prepared my dinner, my oxen, my fatlings are killed. All these things are ready. Come into the marriage. But they made light of it, and went their ways, one to his farm, another to his merchandise. And the remnant took his servants, and entreated them spitefully, and slew them. But when the king heard thereof, he was wroth, and he sent forth his armies, and destroyed those murderers, and burned up their city. Then saith he to his servants, The wedding is ready, but they which were bidden were not worthy. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. So those servants went out into the highways, and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came in to see the guest, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment. And he said unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither, not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. Then said the king to the servants, Bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So when it comes to this marriage supper, and we're out here, all my brothers and sisters out here, trying to tell these people, the marriage is coming, the marriage supper is coming. You want to be ready. You want to have that wedding garment of righteousness on. You don't want to be in sin. You want to wash your sins away. You want to have that white garment on. You want to be in covenant. In those keeping of this command, those are the wedding vows. If you do not like the wedding vows, you will not be at the marriage supper. It is so important. And it says there, many are called, but few are chosen. It sits and says, you tell people, and they take it as such a light thing of the times we're in, or the keeping of the commandments. I mean, it's not a light thing, ladies. This is not a light thing. He is trying to prepare the wedding supper, and he wants all of his servants and everybody to come, to be at the wedding supper, to be part of it. But you're not going to be at the wedding supper if you don't accept the wedding vows. We're in the engagement period. He is trying to call all of us to the marriage supper. It is so important. I mean, go read this. It's Matthew chapter 22, and I read verse 1 to 14. Go read this. Do you want to be at the marriage supper, or do you want to be thrown out and bound up and put away and thrown out into outer darkness where there is weeping and gnashing of teeth? Do you want to be out there with all the other sinners and thrown out of the marriage supper, out of the kingdom? You don't want that. So please take heed to what I'm trying to tell you, what my brothers and sisters are trying to tell you. But ladies, come on, this is no joke. It's not a light thing. Do not take it as such a light thing, because you will be thrown out if you are not keeping the wedding vows. And pray the grace of God be with you, and take heed to this.